everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews! So today, I will be taking a look at the Transformers Titans Return Voyager class Sentinel Prime. It's a really long train, this one. Oh. So, let's get down to the review table and see what the big deal is for this figure. So let's get it on, man, let's go! And here is Sentinel Prime fully transformed into his, train mode? I guess it's a train. The front looks like a train. You got some train wheels molded into place. But anyway, so before we take a look at the figure, we must take a look at the most important thing that was included in the package. It is the collector's card. There we go. We've got nice, beautiful artwork there for Sentinel Prime and mid-decapitation. That kind of looks disturbing. Disturbing to me anyway. His name is Sentinel Prime, Autobot symbol, Titans Return, and you got your tech specs for both Sentinel Prime and Infinitus. For Sentinel Prime, he's all 10s, and he when he gets Infinitus, it gets him above the 12 or just like at 12 right there, so but yeah, pretty cool tech specs if that interests you. So that is pretty much it for the collector's card itself. And now that we are done with the card, let's bring in Sentinel Prime here so we can take a look at the details right here. Unfortunately, the front of the train mode, the front of the train mode is not painted, unfortunately. I mean, it has some nice molded in detail, but it would have been nice if it was painted. If you're good with a paintbrush, then you can actually paint this to make it look really, really good. But unfortunately, I'm not good at painting, but so I'm not gonna try. So you do have some nice paint on these wheels. If my camera will focus, yeah, you do have some nice paint on these wheels. They painted these wheels, but they didn't paint these wheels, which was so they painted like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sets of wheels, but they didn't paint the other 8 sets of wheels, which is awkward, but hey, it is what it is. And you do have a nice Autobot symbol right there on the side. Right there, got some nice translucent plastic for this cockpit section right here. Yeah, it's a nice train mode. I mean, it's super long. It's taking the whole length of the camera. So yeah, and you do have some nice rolling wheels right here. So but he doesn't really roll though. On smooth surfaces, he doesn't really roll. If you put him on a carpet, then he definitely rolls very, very smoothly. So he more slides than rolls on the surface, but hey, he kind of rolls. He kind of rolls. And you do have some nice guns molded into place. Look at all those guns. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I do quite like that. And of course, the back is pretty much the same as the front, so it's pretty cool. So it is basically, you know, Sentinel Prime, you know, doing the extreme split. He's basically doing some yoga, you know, he's like, you know, oh, I'm gonna do a split, and then he transforms to a train. That's it. Pretty much. That's pretty much it. And then more wheels come out. There we go. They're train mode. But anyway, so let's get down to some size comparisons. Here is Sentinel Prime compared with the Studio Series Voyager class Sentinel Prime. You can see the two different designs right there for the Sentinel Primes. That's pretty cool. Yeah, very distinct. Very, very distinct. Anyway, let's move on. Just because, here is Sentinel Prime compared with the Titans Return Deluxe class Autobots Blur. And last but not least, with the Siege Leader class Astro Train. So that is pretty much it for the Ultimode comparisons. Now, of course, he does include some accessories. He includes his little Titan Master right here, little Infinitus. And my camera will focus. They did paint his face red, but since it's so orange, you can't even see the red paint on the mouth plate right there. But it is painted red, so yeah, I mean I can see it. So yeah, but unfortunately the rest of the body is not painted. But that is what it is. But he does have some nice molding details, you know, in robot mode. I will say it's pretty cool. And you got the upside down face in his back. That's funny. Now Infinitus does have some articulation on his own. He does have the belly button screw right there. You do have a ball joint at the head, can wiggly waggly, so he can do rotation as well a little bit. So he can definitely rotate his head a full 360, but I'm not gonna do it because it's so small. And the arms can actually move out on this ball joint. Can't only move up that far. He can move out his arms a little bit, and you do have some double jointed legs right here, and his legs are pretty loose. I don't know why, but his legs are pretty loose, but it's on the loosey-goosey side. But yeah, pretty cool Titan Master. And of course, he does include his weapons right here. So he includes this main gun right here, which is obviously cast in orange plastic, but they actually painted the whole gun in a nice like gunmetal gray-ish paint. I do quite like that. That's very nice. And you do have this gun, which has the and the big gap right here. I mean, it's to facilitate the gimmick of the Titan Master, so I will say that. So yeah, pretty cool looking guns, I will say. There's a couple of things that you can actually do with these weapons. So you can actually take Infinitus and sit him inside, this gun right here. He does lock down and everything, so there we go. And then you can take this and just plug that in, so you can actually manning the gun. That's pretty cool. Or you can actually take Infinitus and ride him inside the train. So you can actually take this cockpit section right here, just open that up, and you do have a little spot right there for Infinitus. He doesn't really lock down, he just rests there, and then you just close up the cockpit, and there we go. There you have Infinitus sitting inside the train, I will say that. So that's pretty cool. And you do have like a couple ports like on the sides right here or right here, so you can actually take this gun right here. You can actually plug this right here for storage if you want to, or you can take this gun right here and just plug this in for storage if you want to. Hey, it's a thing you can do. So I think we are pretty much done with the train mode. Get out, we don't need you now. Anyway, so yeah, I think we are pretty much done with the train mode itself. So I guess it's time to transform Sentinel Prime into his third mode. Yes, he does have 3 modes. So yeah, the Voyagers in the Titans Return toy line, they have become Headmasters and Triple Changers as well for some reason. And obviously, this guy is meant for the Astro Train character. Yes, it's meant for Astro Train. It wasn't meant for Sentinel. So, but in the first wave of Titans Return, they released this guy first, and it's quite clever on Hasbro's part. Yeah, they're really smart in doing this. So, but yeah, but what's funny is that I actually got Astro Train first, and then I got Sentinel Prime. Yeah, weird thing. But anyway, so let's start off the transformation right here. Just want to untab the arms right here. Just unclip them. You want to untap the wings as well. Untap the wings like so, and there we go. Just bring all this down, and you want to open up this panel to rotate this piece around. It's got the more traditional space shuttle cockpit right there, or no, nose cone right there. So there we go. Just rotate this around and close that up. If I can close it up, there we go. And just bring this closer together, and they will tab together if I can. Oh wait, I can't yet because I have to flip up these pieces first. Flip up this pieces first. Flip out these pieces first. There we go. And now you have your clearance to tab all this together. Tab all that together. And there we go. So now you want to take this arm section right here, just bring this down, and there we go. And now you want to rotate this whole section right here, and there is a tab, go into that slot, right in there. So just tab that in, and now you want to make sure that this little piece right here is going underneath this panel right here. So just bring this down, just bring that down, there we go. And the tab into that slot, right in there on the arm, and just bring this down, there we go, and just tab this in, tab that in, and there we go. And then it does have some nice landing skids right here. Just flip them out, and flip this out, flip that out, flip that out. And my camera will focus. There we go. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we are done. So there you have the Sentinel Prime. Oh wait, you want to bring down these tail fins as well. There we go. There you have Sentinel Prime fully transformed into his shuttle mode. He's very red and orange and yellow, and yeah, it's very red and orange. And this whole cockpit section right here, you do have some nice molded detail with this shuttle mode, but unfortunately it's not painted. Lack of paint really bugs me. But anyway, so but if you're good with a paintbrush, then you can make this look good. So yeah, this is obviously meant to be Astro Train, but they did the Sentinel Prime first before Astro Train. So, but yeah, it's a decent looking shuttle mode, I will say. Yeah, decent looking shuttle mode. It's just missing a lot of paint. It's just missing a lot of paint, but yeah, and you can actually plug in your weapons like underneath these wings if you want to for storage. Hey, it's a thing. It's a thing you can do, or you can actually plug into these ports or plug in these ports as well. So yeah, you do have a lot of options to store your weapons on the shuttle mode. So just for a quick size comparison, here is Sentinel Prime in his shuttle mode compared with the Siege Leader class Astro Train in his shuttle mode. So that's pretty much it for the second set of alt mode comparisons. Alright, now that we are done with that, I think we can actually move on to the robots mode. So first thing I want to do is take out Infinitus and actually put him in his head mode first. Just bring down his arms and fold them in half. There we got the head mode for Infinitus. Let me put him off to the side for now, and we shall get started. So now I'm going to untab the wings right here from the arms. Untab them from the wings. It can be hard to do. Tab in very securely. There we go. Untab them. Untab them. And now you can take the hands and flip them out. There we go. Take the hands and flip them out. There we go. And just untap these panels. Bring down these panels. Untap these panels. Actually, untap this first and just untap these panels and bring them down. Untap these panels. Bring them down. Split the legs. Rotate them forward. Rotate them forward. There we go. And just bring the foot up, bring the feet up, and there you have his legs. Whoops! You just flip up the landing skid. There we go. And let me raise up the camera a little bit more so you can see what I am doing right here. There we go. There we have that, and then we're going to close up these panels right here as well. And now you want to take what do you want to do? You want to take these sections right here. They're on the double hinge. Just bring them up. Bring it all the way up, there we go, and just have it back into that slot, right in there, and there you have the body for Sentinel Prime ready to go. So now all we need is the head. Just plug that in, and then you do have a lever right here. Just push this up, and you have these things right here sticking out on the sides of his head. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we are done. So there you have Sentinel Prime fully transformed into his robot mode. And you know what? I actually like this mold of Sentinel Prime as well. So, I mean, I like it more as Astro Train, but I think I like it as well as Sentinel Prime. He looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, it looks pretty good, I will say. Nice design. Totally different from the Bayverse Sentinel Prime. Totally different. But yeah, let's get close here. So you can take a look at the head sculpt. Very nice head sculpt. Yeah, very nice primey head sculpt. Got nice red for the mouth plate, the blue for the eyes. Pretty cool. Got an Autobot symbol right there on the chest. Got some more reds, some yellows. Yellows right here, some more red right here, yellow. A little bit of silver right there. And yeah. And his backpack, you know, it's just the wings, you know, it's basically, you know, an Astro Train backpack for you. Because this guy is meant to be Astro Train, but hey, they released the Sentinel Prime version of it first, and I like the Sentinel Prime one. Yeah, I really like it. I do quite like it. Yeah, pretty cool figure, I will say. Yeah, nicely done design. Yeah, I do quite like it, really much. And now, the articulation on this figure, it is pretty simple. So you do have, if you bring this down, you bring these pieces down. You do have full range of movement at the head. You can actually do a full 360. But if you move this up, you can actually activate this. You do have these cut out sections right here, so you can actually, so there is a bit of a room right here for the rotation for the whole section right here. That's pretty cool. So yeah, you can actually rotate like that. So you do have options. If you want to use the full the head rotation, like full 360 movement, you can actually leave these down and, you know, have it rotate all around. But hey, it's an option. You know, options are really, really good for you. So now, if you move the wings out of the way, the arms can actually, can they do a full 360? Can they rotate? Can they rotate? Yes, they can. They can rotate. It's just a little bit stuck right there. You can actually rotate a full 360. They can move in and out. I don't know why it's so squeaky, but anyway, you do have a bicep swivel, you do have an elbow joint, over 90 degrees, band, and no wrist swivel, but the hands can actually move inward due to transformation if you unlock it. Unfortunately, due to the way he transforms, there's no waist swivel, but I don't really care about a waist swivel, because why would a robot move his waist a lot? So I don't care. So the legs can move up that far on the ratchet, can move back only that far on the ratchet, and you can pretty much do the full splits. You do have a thigh swivel, and unfortunately this knee joint is really, really loose. But he does have a knee joint about 90 degrees of bend, so yeah. I mean, this knee joint is pretty tight, but I don't know why this knee joint is loose. Why is this knee joint so loose? I don't know. And yes, no ankle tilts, but the feet can actually move up and down a little bit. So yeah, if you want it to move. So yeah. And not super posable, but it's still decently posable. So of course you can give him his guns. So you can actually give him his guns. Just hold it into his hands. There we go. Give him his gun right there, and there you have Sentinel Prime, all armed up. So let's move on to some size comparisons. Here is Sentinel Prime compared with the Studio Series Voyager class Sentinel Prime, and as you can see, yeah, two totally different designs here for the Sentinel Prime character. Yeah, pretty. Yeah, this one is more of a friendly design. This one is more of a kind of a murdering and killing design. Because he killed Ironhide, so this guy, I hate him for killing Ironhide. I mean, I love his design, but I hate the character. Okay, I hate the character. I don't like Sentinel Prime as a character, but I love the figure. I love the figure. Okay, he looks so good. He looks really good. Anyway, so let's move on. Here is Sentinel Prime compared with the Titans Return Deluxe class Autobot Blur, and with the Siege Leader class Astro Train. And as you can see, how much Astro Train has shrunken from Titans Return to Siege. But yeah, but this figure is far better than this guy, because he has ankle tilts, he has all the articulation that he needs. So yeah, even has a waist swivel, I think. Yeah, he does. Yeah, I think he does have a waist swivel. I forgot. Wait. Yes, he does have a waist swivel. Sorry, it's been a long time since I reviewed this guy, so I keep forgetting. So anyway, but yeah, I definitely like this figure way more than this guy. But this guy is still a really, really good figure, I will say. Really fun toy to mess with as well. So okay, so that's pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Titans Return Voyager class Sentinel Prime. And you know what? It's a really good figure. You know, pretty cool figure in my opinion. The robot mode looks really good. The shuttle mode looks good, but the paint, the lack of paint really does bug me a little bit. And the train mode looks interesting. Looks weird, but it's interesting in a cool way. So yeah, it's an interesting train mode, but I still like the train mode. You know, it's interesting. It's a new take on a train mode. So yeah, if you call it a Cybertronian train mode, then it works. It definitely works. And but yeah, overall the figure is very fun to mess with. You know, the transformation is very nice and smooth, so therefore it's an enjoyable figure to mess with. Love the guns. You know, the guns, they are pretty cool, and I love his Titan Master. that the Titan Master gimmick is really fun, you know, and you do have options of whether you can actually put in another head right there on the body. So you do have options, but overall though, it's a really fun figure. You know, it's decently posable, so he can actually pose him in a very nice striking pose, and I do quite like that. So that's pretty cool. The only thing he's missing is the ankle tilts. That's the only thing he's missing, the ankle tilts. But other than that, it's a really good figure. It's a fun figure to mess with as well. So if I were to rank Sentinel Prime from scale of 1 to 10, I think I would just give him a good 8 out of 10. So he just needs more paint here and there and extra ankle tilts right there to make him perfect. So yeah. And I can't wait to review the Astro Train version of this mold, because it definitely works better as Astro Train, but it kind of works for Sentinel Prime, you know, for me anyway. So alright, so yeah, 8 out of 10, really good figure. It's a really well done figure in my opinion. So alright, so yeah, so that is pretty much it for today's video review. If you are so, ladies and gentlemen, blah, 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 blah. My tongue has malfunctioned. My tongue has gotten me today again. My gosh. Anyway, let's try that again. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you know when my new videos are up and ready. And if you're willing to check out my Titans Return reviews playlist, there is a link to the playlist in the description down below, so do check that out for your own free time, for your own leisure. So yeah, it's right there. It's right there for you. So okay, so and if you have enjoyed this video review, do me a favor and slam dunk a like on it. Ding! There we go. Ready? Whoa! And I just bumped the camera all around. I'm so sorry. I apologize for you guys. Did you feel that? You guys feel that? I'm so sorry if I bumped the camera. I'm sorry. It's just there's not enough room right here. Oh my gosh, I bumped the camera. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize. But anyway. So that is pretty much it for me to say. So they have the Transformers Titans Return Voyager class Sentinel Prime, and this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out. Yay!